There's a case that has lingered in the shadows for over 2 decades, haunting the minds of many who've caught wind of its chilling details. It revolves around Mikelle, a name that resonates with an air of mystery and unanswered questions. For more than 20 years, her family has been trapped in the abyss of uncertainty, with no signs of closure in sight. Despite whispers of suspicions and theories swirling around, the truth remains elusive, shrouded in a veil of enigma. It's as though time itself has become a silent witness to the secrets locked within this perplexing puzzle, leaving us to wonder, what really transpired all those years ago, and why does the truth continue to evade us? It was January 2nd, 1999, around 6 p.m. 11-year-old Mikelle Biggs and her 9-year-old sister Kimber were playing outside their family's home with a few other kids from their Mesa neighborhood. Tracy Biggs was on the front porch swing with her cousin watching the children play. The women then decided to go inside. About 5 minutes later, her youngest daughter, Kimber. Tracy remembered telling Kimber the ice cream man would come another time, and then asking her to go back outside and tell Mikelle to come back in the house. And so she went out the door, and then she came back a couple of minutes later and said she couldn't find Mikelle anywhere, Tracy said. Kimber, now in her 30s, told that instead of Mikelle, she found her sister's purple bicycle lying on the pavement. One of the wheels was still turning. A few quarters were on the ground next to the bicycle, Mikelle's ice cream money, according to Kimber. But the 11-year-old was nowhere to be found. Kimber and Tracy checked a neighbor's house for any sign of Mikelle, but no one seemed to have any idea where she was. And I said, "Something feels very wrong here," Tracy told. So I went back into the house and called the cops. Mesa Police Department Detective Paul Sipe, the lead investigator currently assigned to Mikelle's case, told that when investigators arrived at the home, they did an initial search of the house for signs that Mikelle may have been hiding inside. And I was like, "She's not here," Tracy said. "She wouldn't hide. She's 11 years old." According to Sipe, police quickly eliminated the possibility that Mikelle was hiding or that she had run away. Mikelle's father, Darian Biggs, received a page to call home as the scene unfolded. When he called the house, Tracy, his then-wife, told him that their daughter had gone missing. Darian told that the words initially didn't make any sense to him. He headed home after hearing the news and said that when he arrived at his house, there was already a large police presence in the neighborhood as the initial searches for Mikelle began. Detective Sipe told that the initial searches involved door-to-door interviews, on-foot searches, and helicopter flyovers. This marked the beginning of, if not the largest, probably one of the largest missing persons cases in Arizona history, according to the detective. The family told that it was chaotic in the days after Mikelle disappeared, but Kimber said she found it heartwarming that so many people would come and help look for her sister. The Biggs family is still looking for answers 25 years later. About a 90-second window exists between the time that Kimber left her sister playing outside and when she returned and found Mikelle's purple bicycle on the pavement. The Mesa Police Department believes that one of the neighbors, a man named D. Lee Blalock, kidnapped Mikelle during that window. Detective Sipe told that when police initially arrived at the scene, they interviewed known sex offenders in the surrounding area. According to the detective, Blalock was classified as the most serious level of sex offender at the time of Mikelle's disappearance. Blalock's wife at the time and her sister provided an alibi, telling investigators that Blalock had been with them inside his home all day. In October of 1999, Blalock was charged with 7 felonies for the physical and sexual assault of a neighbor. He is currently serving a 187.5-year prison sentence in the case. Shortly after Blalock went to prison, his now ex-wife and former sister-in-law revealed to police that they had lied about being with him on the evening of Mikelle's disappearance. They recanted those original statements and said that he had been gone sometime between the hours of 5:30 to about 7:30 at night. The detective gave the Mesa Police Department's official theory regarding Mikelle's disappearance. He'd been drinking beer in his garage watching the football game. He left his house shortly before the kidnapping, observed her alone because her sister had walked back into the house, so it was kind of a crime of opportunity, Sipe told. After he kidnapped her and left the neighborhood, we believe that he attempted to sexually assault her or sexually assaulted her, and then, subsequently, killed her. According to Sipe, Blalock has denied having any involvement in Mikelle's disappearance multiple times over the years. Now, on Mikelle's birthday each year, as well as the anniversary of her disappearance, Tracy said she likes to get purple flowers. Purple was her favorite color, she said. She also buys and lights a purple candle on both of those days. 5 years after Mikelle's disappearance, the Biggs family held a funeral service for her, accepting the likelihood that she is dead. "I believe we had spiritual closure," Tracy told. Tracy said she thinks about her daughter often. "Her memory is very much alive," she said. "I do have moments that, all of a sudden, it just hits me, or I kind of feel like she's near and feel that presence." In 2018, 19 years after Mikelle was last seen, there was a possible lead out of Wisconsin. It was a dollar bill with a message that read, "My name is Mikelle Biggs, kidnapped from Mesa, Arizona. I'm alive." Authorities investigated the dollar bill, but quickly discounted it. The family told them they didn't feel it was Mikelle's handwriting, and the name was misspelled. Sipe told. She was old enough to spell her name correctly. And now, 25 years after Mikelle's disappearance, the family is still looking for closure and justice. We would like to find out who did it and make sure that they are accounted, for their crime, and off the streets and can never hurt anybody else. Mikelle's younger sister, Kimber, runs the Facebook account Justice for Mikelle Biggs, where she shares information about coverage of Mikelle's case and advocates for justice for her sister. At the time of her disappearance, 11-year-old Mikelle was 4'8" and 65 pounds. She has brown hair and hazel eyes. She would be 36 years old today. According to the Mikelle Biggs page on the Mesa, a police department website, she was last seen wearing a red shirt with a white stripe across the chest and blue jeans with designs on the sides. As the story of Mikelle Biggs continues to captivate our minds and hearts, we are reminded of the power of collective awareness and support in seeking answers and closure for her family. By subscribing to our channel, sharing your thoughts in the comments, and giving us a thumbs up, you become a part of this journey towards justice and resolution. Your engagement fuels our commitment to shedding light on the mysteries that still linger in the shadows. Thank you for joining us on this quest for truth. Together, let's keep Mikelle's story alive.